We're ready, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, if I call your name, please answer up so that I know that you're here. Kristen Flores.
Your Honor, on that one, it was transferred from County Court 13. If you notice that it says drop right under the case number,
Yes,
it's set for trial. But it was transferred from 13. So
okay,
it's not on today's docket.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ruben Cherry.
Yeah, this is Ed Piker for Mr. Cherry. He should be on here. He's got 3 cases. This is a felony pending setting. I checked yesterday. The felony is still pending, but is not set.
Are you handling the felonies as well?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you say he should be on shortly?
Well, I gave him the Zoom information yesterday, so I'm expecting him to be on if he's not on already.
Okay, well, we'll see keep checking throughout the morning. Do you need to confer at all on these?
I don't think so, because I think they will be part of the felony once the felony is set.
Okay, and did you say the others have or have not been indicted, the felonies?
The felony, let's see here. Yes, the felony has been indicted.
Okay, all right, so will your request be for a reset 60-day?
Yes, that would be sufficient. Hopefully, we'll see.
Okay, and then just let me know, or Patty, let me know when Mr. Cherry shows up. Please.
I will call him now to see
Okay.
what's going on, and if I have anything to report, I'll report back to you.
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Jesus Lujano.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
All right, thank you. And your attorney is Cornelius Cox, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just stay with us until we have a chance to talk with your lawyer, please.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Miranda Reyes. Andres Ruiz.
I'm here, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Just stay with us until we have a chance to talk to your attorney, please. Cesar Moreno Jimenez. Charles Henderson. All right, please stay with us until we have a chance to talk to your attorney. Curtis Moore. James Vidalia.
He's present, Your Honor. That's going to be a plea. We're ready.
All right, thank you.
Judge, on Curtis Moore, that got
Yes.
reset for August 19th.
Thank you.
Attorney's on vacation.
All right. Mr. Moore? Will you let him know when he gets back on, Patty?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then, okay, Jonathan Cochran,
Present. Is here in the courtroom, Judge?
thank you. Pedro Franco Moreno.
Okay.
Kiva Ussery.
I'm here.
Kiva Ussery.
I'm right here.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Do you have an attorney?
No, ma'am, I don't. I asked for a court-appointed attorney, but I never got one for either one of my cases.
Patty, do you have any information on that?
Judge, I'll have her give me her email address on chat.
Okay,
That way I can send her the form, the questionnaire to see if she qualifies for a court appointed.
all right. Did you hear that, Ms.
Yes,
Ussery?
ma'am.
Okay, they're gonna
Thank
send you
you.
the form. You're welcome. Susanna Beasley.
Here,
And she's present with counsel, Judge, if you can mark as conferring.
All right.
Thank you.
Did you want to get in a breakout room with the state?
Yes, Judge, if probable with Ms. Catherine Reed.
Yeah, okay. Very
Thank you, Judge.
good. Patty, will you put them in a breakout room?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Jesus Lopez.
Here, Your Honor.
All right. John Flores. Blair Young.
Good morning, Judge. Counsel's present. I believe my client is on as well, and we'd like to confer with the state.
Okay, is Mr. Young, are you on?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right. All right, we have one prosecutor here today, so soon there's going to be a list of people that you're number two.
Understood, Judge.
All
Thank you.
right. You're welcome. Darius Minnick.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I have received Ms. Ussery's email address. May she be excused?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then do you know how to get hold of her? To
Yes,
tell her?
ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
very- All right, ma'am, you can be excused. Joe Sistos.
Judge, I'm present. He should be in the courtroom. That's
Yes,
going to be a
courtroom, Judge.
plea. There is one slight issue. Caitlin Morgan had sent over the plea paperwork through Adobe Sign.
Uh-huh.
And Mr. Sistos is not terribly computer literate, so he was going to have it rerouted to the courtroom's tech. However, because Caitlin's out, Catherine can't redirect it herself. So I was going to see if it'd be possible to I could forward Patty the PDFs and maybe she could print them and he could physically sign them. That would be easier. I don't know how the court feels about that, or Catherine could recirculate them, just trying to save her some time and effort.
All right, Patty, what do you think?
I can retrieve them from Mr. Gilmore, and I can have Linda print them so that way she can take them out to the defendant in the courtroom.
Brilliant.
And then
Okay.
they'll scan it to you, Judge.
Okay. All right, that sounds fine.
Wonderful.
Uh-huh. Is Felipe Esparza Martinez here? It says
Your
for
Honor,
10. Uh-huh.
Your Honor, that's at 10 o'clock, and I just had Attorney Scott McCrum leave me a note. He's doing a trial. He's set for trial this morning, jury selection in the 437.
Okay,
And he asked if we could reset his client's case, and he would let him know, because it wasn't set till 10. So he was gonna let his client know that not to log on.
okay. Would you check please with that court to make sure that's the case that's actually gonna go to, they might have several on call or something. Just to make
Yes.
sure really in trial, and then if he is, then that's fine. Go ahead.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
Judge.
Thank you. Maya Candelaria.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay.
Valentine present on that, Your Honor.
All right. So what's going to happen on it this morning?
I'm still not sure we have a file. The blood results were 0 for alcohol, so I think they may be being sent off for toxicology analysis.
Are you going to confer with the state this morning to figure, just to ascertain whether that's correct or what the status is?
Yes, I'd like to do that, please.
Okay, very well. Thank you.
Your Honor, there is no file created yet.
Oh, there isn't. Okay. Well, then there's nothing much to do, right? Do you still want to confer with the state?
Well, if you only have one prosecutor today, then maybe we'll circle back next time. And
Okay. All right. That sounds good. We're resetting for like 60 days right now. Does that work for you?
yeah, that should be enough time to see
Uh-huh.
all the evidence by then. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
September 15th, Patrick.
September 15th. Thank you, Patty.
Luis Coronado. Christy Garcia.
Hello again, Judge. Counsel's present, and so is my client. Christy, can you present yourself to the judge?
Yes, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Thank you.
And
Okay.
Judge, on
Go ahead.
this one, I filed a notice of appearance about 2 months ago. It still has
Okay.
not been changed. I filed another one this morning. And so, because my name is not on the attorney of record, I don't have any access to discovery. So I'd like to reset.
Oh, goodness. Can we get that taken care of, Patty? Because he's not going to be able to get discovery.
Well, what's on Christy Garcia, Judge? It's Ivan Barrera hired.
Yeah. Were you retained on the case, counsel?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
He can call Linda right now and have her work on that. He can call the
Okay.
court right now and have Linda update that for him.
Mr. Barrera, would you mind calling the court and asking the clerk to update that for you?
Absolutely, Judge. We'll do.
Recording in progress. And if there's any problem, would you let me know?
Absolutely, Judge. We'll do.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Excuse me, Judge, may I make an announcement?
Hold on just a second.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Yes.
Yes, Judge. Ms. Beasley has just conferred with the state, and we're going to be asking for a 60-day reset if possible.
All right. And who was your client again, please?
Miss Sue Beasley, she's on page 3, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, so this is a trial setting, counsel. Were you aware of that?
No, Judge, I don't know why they put it on this setting. They just conveyed an offer to me for the first time in this case.
Okay, has it maybe had a lot of previous setting? What?
Your Honor, it was set for a plea today. The reason that trial part comes out is because I have to use that particular entry to go into the plea section.
Oh, okay. All
You
right.
see underneath the case number, it says plea.
Yeah. So what happened to that? The fact that it was a setting for a plea, Mr. Arguelles?
I have no idea, Judge. I mean, this is the first time that we got a plea offer in this case.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and give you a 60-day reset.
Thank you, Judge.
I mean, you've been on the case from the beginning, right? You're not this isn't your first time. Like, was there a previous attorney or anything, or have you had it from the beginning?
I've had it from the beginning.
Okay, all right.
All right, Rolando, Amber.
Okay, if you'll give him a reset, please, Patty.
Yes, ma'am. September 15th.
Did you get that, Mr. Arguello? You got muted, I think.
What was that, Judge? I'm sorry.
Your reset date is September 15th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May we be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
You too.
Mhm. Did I already call Christy Garcia? I couldn't remember where I left off.
Yes, Judge, that's the one Ivan Barrera is looking into.
Okay.
We'll look into with the clerk, but
Okay.
he's in the breakout room right now. He's number 2 to confer.
Okay, thanks. Ron's Grant.
Good morning, I'm right here.
Okay, thank you.
I had talked to my attorney. He told me he was in another Zoom. I had just texted him.
Okay, we'll wait for him for a bit.
All
Christopher Vasquez. Samantha Alvarado.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Paul Acevedo is logged on now for Christopher Vasquez. And so, and Mr. Vasquez is logging on as well.
Yeah, I just talked to Mr. Vasquez. There he is right there. He was having trouble signing in. It looks like he's still trying to connect his audio.
Okay,
Chris, can you hear us?
Yes, sir,
Okay, yeah, he's in now.
okay, very good. So what are we doing on the case, Paul?
Your Honor, I almost positive I got the information. Let me make sure I got the results back.
Okay,
He does have the ignition interlock. I do not have an offer yet from the state.
oh,
So
okay,
if I could get some time, it's a recent case. He just got arrested on it back in April, if I'm not mistaken.
okay.
Uh,
Do you want to just kind of be on the list to confer with Miss Reed this morning?
Judge, I was going to ask if I could just confer through email.
Okay,
I unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I have about 7 items on my docket this morning on my calendar, and I'm getting ready to take 2 pleas in 2 different courts.
okay,
So I was going to ask if we could just have a 30-day reset, and that ought to give me some time to confer with the state via email.
okay. We're getting the dockets are pretty full. We're doing like 60-day resets right now.
That's fine, Judge.
Okay, Patty, will you give him one, please? Give him a new date.
It'll be September 15th, Paul.
Okay, Chris, did you hear that?
Yes, I'm putting that down in my calendar.
September 15th. Judge,
Very
thank you. Patty, thank
You're
you.
welcome. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chris, will you call me?
Yes, sir. Will do.
Okay, I called Samantha Alvarado. I don't think I got an answer, did I? All right, William Lopez.
He's here
Your
in the
Honor,
courtroom, Judge. He's in the courtroom.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, on Samantha Alvarado, that's Karen Corby's on vacation, so that got reset to August 18th.
Thank you. So Mr. Lopez,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have an attorney?
No, ma'am.
All right, could you double check on that, Patty? It looks, I'm guessing based on what's on the docket that he did apply for a court-appointed attorney.
Yes, Your Honor, depending on what he answered when he was incarcerated or how he answered, or maybe he just didn't finish completing the document.
Mhm.
That's how they just do a denied, request denied.
All right, can we, Mr. Lopez, where are you? I'm trying to see where you are.
Right here.
Okay,
He's in the courtroom. I'm in the courtroom. I'm
I
right.
see. Thank you. All right, so when did you fill out your application for a court-appointed attorney?
I don't think I think I filled it out when I got arrested.
Okay, how long ago was that?
I think it was in the middle of June.
Okay, are you employed?
This year. Yes, ma'am. I'm an employee.
I'm sorry, did you say employed or unemployed?
Employee.
Okay, well, I mean, either he could, has anything changed in your financial status between the time that you were arrested and today?
No.
Are you able to hire an attorney?
I could, yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, then I think you should. You're gonna get 60 days to hire an attorney.
Deputy Castillo, can you please get his email address?
Yes, I'll get it.
So
back.
I can send him the reset form. Date.
All right.
The only other thing, Patty, is if he wants to fill out another form, or if you want to send me a copy of the one he did fill out. Kind of like to know what the reason was for the request being denied.
Okay. I don't know how to do, I don't know.
I'll try to track it down, Judge, but I believe those are kept at the jail. But I'll check to see if the clerks can find it in the courtroom, in the court
Or
file.
alternatively, you could just have him fill out another one and send me that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do
I'll
that
check.
then.
I'll give him the form.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, just that Piker, Mr. Cherry is on there now. So you wanted to see him before we got the reset.
Yeah. Oh, and I do.
He's
see
there.
this.
Okay.
Okay. Very
All
good.
right.
Thank you so much. All right.
Have a good day. All right, Reuben, you're finished.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I've been taking this medication, this Viking. These meds, so I was kind of asleep when I was in before, so I want
Okay.
I don't want to be like I'm not coming to group. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Jason Ornelas.
Yeah.
Here.
Thank you. Edward Sanchez.
Your Honor,
Yes.
on Jason Ornelas, I
Mhm.
received an email from Attorney Valerie Headland. She's very ill this morning, well, since yesterday. So she asked if we could have, she asked for a 30-day reset. And she was gonna notify her client.
Okay. Well, you can give her a reset, but it's a 60-day, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's September 15th, Mr. Ornelas.
Okay.
Is it in person, Patty, or is it still on Zoom?
It'll be in person, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Ornelas, did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you'll come to court that day, okay?
Okay.
All right. Edward Sanchez.
Judge, they called, I received a message from Attorney Kyle Simpson's office that he was running late. I was having car problems.
That's the attorney or the defendant?
Attorney Kyle Simpson.
Because his client hasn't answered either.
Right.
Okay. All right. Are there any pleas ready?
I just need a
Excuse
room
me,
with
Judge.
Mr.
Ours
Sistos,
is.
Judge, in the courtroom.
Ours should be ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Who else spoke? I know that was Robbie, but I did not see who that voice was prior.
Judge, it was Ivan Barrera.
Okay, and what were you saying?
Judge, I just had an announcement. I conferred with the state on Blair Young. They are going to tentatively dismiss the case potentially this afternoon. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, your client was here, right?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so Catherine, that case is going to be dismissed?
Yes, Judge. Most likely. I just need to review the video first.
Okay. Well, how are we going to do that? What do we want the status to be this morning? What if you view the video and you decide you're not going to dismiss it?
Yeah. Judge, I think we should give them a 60-day reset, just one of the standard resets you guys are giving now. And if it gets dismissed in the meantime, that will go away.
Okay, sounds good. So Patty, if you could give them that reset.
It's going to be September 16th.
Thank you, Pat.
And then Judge, I just need a breakout room with the courtroom with Mr. Sistos once the printed paperwork is in front of him.
Okay. Patty, will you do that?
Have you sent it to me, Steve?
I did. I sent it to you and the clerks.
Okay, I'll get that done. I'll be right back, Judge.
Okay.
And Judge, on the Blair Young, may he be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You too. Did they put you down as attorney of record on that case?
Not yet, Judge. I need to call the clerk's office and get that figured out. I'll notify the court once it's been done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Good morning, Your Honor. May I approach?
Yeah.
I'm Javier Garcia. I'm here for Shannon Locke and Andres Ruiz. The cause number is 635788.
Okay, so what's going on that case?
Your Honor, it should be a PTD. However, we were supposed to have proof of upfront restitution, which I'm prepared to confer with the state and send her an email on.
Okay, so do you want to get in a breakout room with the state?
Yes, Your Honor, if I can be placed in line for that.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Patty stepped away for a minute, so as soon as she gets back, I'll have her put you in the breakout room.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How's it looking right now? Huh? How's it looking right now on the break?
He did talk with him already and he got out. Oh, well, he got out. So put him back on it.
Hold on. You have to talk to him.
Huh?
You gotta hold on.
Did they hold on? Okay. Well, put him back, Patty, on the breakout. Oh, yeah, you're gonna need to stay over here, so you can go over here. Yeah. He's gonna put it back on. Put your paperwork on there. Or shit, I'll go to his office. Go back to the office. Go down this way to the door. Make a right.
Every time I tried, he never answered the dog.
Did you leave him a message?
He never replied.
Huh?
He never replied. And my, but I can go try it again.
Judge,
Yes.
so they're gonna, Linda just scanned to you the paperwork on William Lopez, the court appointment, form, court appointed attorney form.
Oh, yes. Okay.
She just scanned it to you.
Okay, thank you. Patty, I'm trying to sign off on some plea paperwork on a Jesse Duran. Is he on the today's docket? Somebody sent me plea paperwork to sign.
Hi, Your Honor, I'm here.
Mr. Duran,
Yes,
are you a citizen?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, that wasn't filled out here. I needed that information. Who's your attorney?
Michael
Michael,
Zamora. Judge, that was scheduled for 9:30. It was one of the recalls from yesterday.
Okay,
And it was scheduled for 9:30 this morning.
okay.
Did you want me to call Mr. Zamora? I don't think
Yeah.
he's logged on yet.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, thanks.
Your Honor, I left a message for Mr. Zamora.
Okay, thank you. Patty, I wanted to let you know that Mr. Garcia would like to be in a breakout room with the state on that Andres Ruiz case, top of page 2.
Yes,
Your
Judge.
Honor, oh,
Yes.
I apologize, Your Honor. I was chatting with the state in between.
Oh, good.
And I'm going to email her proof of the upfront restitution.
Okay.
That should be forwarded to the PTD program. And from there, we should be receiving a contract hopefully shortly so that we can enter into the formal agreement and get the case disposed of.
Has a restitution been paid in full?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'm going to email that to Catherine right now.
All right, thank you. All right, then do they need a reset then, Patty? 60 days?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
September 16th.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Patty?
Yes, Judge.
I'm kind of looking at that, where he filled out that request for a court-appointed attorney. There's hardly, can you just go ahead and appoint him an attorney? Because there's no information on here really that I can see to even make.
That's probably why it got denied last time, Judge. It asked specifically for length of employment, how long he's been working there, and the amount, the wages, and he just put yes. Expenses, he left everything just
blank.
yes, but not really answering the amount.
Right.
So you said yes, you wanted to give him
get him a court-appointed attorney, because this is just going to delay things,
Okay, I got his email address, Judge, and I'm gonna let Deputy Castillo know that he'll be excused.
Okay.
And I'll send him the information as far as his attorney appointed and the date he's got to come back.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Because Deputy Castillo has the attorney Steve Gilmore is going over the paperwork on that plea with Sistos.
Okay.
So I'm gonna call her to let her know.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, was I allowed to leave after my attorney with the PTD case?
Yeah, your attorney is Javier.
Yes, ma'am.
Garcia? Yes, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was just about to contact him. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
This is Kyle Simpson. I'm here on Edward Sanchez. My office does not have contact with him. We sent a letter. His telephone number is disconnected. I doubt that he's on.
Okay. We'll do failure to appear. My understanding is if he doesn't show up in a week's time, then they'll do a judge's warrant.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's okay. Have a good day.
All right, you do the same.
Hello?
What?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I just had a quick question. Because I did get on like 5 minutes late, but I wasn't too sure if my name was called at the beginning or not.
What's your name?
Miranda Reyes.
What was the last name?
Reyes.
It's on page 1, Judge.
Okay. Okay, I'll mark you as present. We're waiting on your attorney.
Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, if your name wasn't called, are you still going to be calling names, or was that it for your list?
You're Amanda Powell?
Amanda McDonald.
McDonald, let me check.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you here from another date, Ms. McDonald?
Yes, ma'am.
When were you supposed to be in court? On the Zoom?
They reset it last time I was here. That was probably, I had just had back surgery, and that was not quite 2 months ago, like 2 months ago, thereabout.
She's on page 2, Patty, but her name's crossed out. Second one, page 2.
Your Honor, it's on the first page. She has a total of 4 cases, and that got reset pretrial conference September 15th.
So they're all reset?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did
Oh.
you reset for September 15th?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I don't know, I had them all crossed out, Patty.
Yes, ma'am. And if you see on the first page, that's
Yeah.
the main one, and it says on to the right, reset pretrial conference,
Oh, reset.
September 15th.
Okay. Well, that's probably why I didn't call her, but. I got a message from Talia Treesh. I think she wanted me to sign a dismissal, but it just wouldn't work. I mean, it looks like it's going to be Adobe sign, but then when I go to open it, it does not let me sign it. I'm going to try it one more time, see. I'll just send her a message, Patty, that it's not working.
You're gonna send her a message, Judge, or do you want me to?
That's okay. I'm just going to send her a message that it's not working. I can't sign it.
Okay. There was another,
Yeah, there's 2. She sent me 2, but it's not working.
Catherine.
Yes.
Do you know who that prosecutor is that sent her those dismissals?
The Talia Treesh.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, she's not sending me the right format. When I open it, it doesn't let me sign, it's just like a copy of a motion to dismiss, but I can't sign it. So it's not Adobe. I don't know what she's using.
Your Honor, on page 3.
Yeah.
You have Bob Behrens logged on. Are you just waiting for his client to log on?
Because Darius Minnick did not respond. Is he here? Darius Minnick?
I didn't know Darius was on this docket. I saw Jesus Lopez. I guess I stopped looking at that point.
It's on page 3, the second from the bottom.
Okay, what about, let's see, Darius. Oh, Jesus Lopez did he answer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So he's here, Bob, but not Darius. So what did you want to do?
Judge, I wanted to confer with the state on Mr. Lopez's case.
Okay,
I mean, obviously I'll confer on Mr. Minnick's case too, but I think he might have, if I'm not mistaken, maybe Petty can tell us, I think he might not have been here the last time, and I was trying to track him down and heretofore have been unable to do that.
okay, well,
I can look him up on the system, or maybe Patty can tell me who the bondsman is. If it's who I think it is, I think I already tried to track him down and I didn't really get anywhere.
On Minnick?
yes.
Okay. Joe Busters, bail bonds.
Okay, yeah, well, that's, I was thinking somebody else then, because this other person was on with a cowboy, I think. So I could call Jail Busters and see if I can, see if they have any current contact with him.
All right, thank you. And then is Ms. Reed conferring right now, or can she confer with Bob for a minute on the Jesus Lopez case?
I could put her in breakout, Judge.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Patty?
I could put them in the breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
Judge, I'm here on Christy Garcia. I just spoke to the clerks. They did receive the notice of appearance. It's been approved. She said she'll probably be able to change it around 12 o'clock this afternoon. Call around 12 to see if it is updated.
Okay, very good. All right, and then you'll need a reset so you can get your discovery, right?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May me and my client be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good day. Did you get your reset already? Patty already gave you the date, right?
No, not yet, Judge.
It'll be
Okay,
the same day as the other one, September 16th.
okay.
Perfect. Thank you,
All
Judge.
right.
Thank you, Patty.
You're welcome. Judge, Mr. Zamora is logged on now.
Oh, okay. Are we doing a plea on Mr. Dudon today?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize for being late, but the paperwork was being completed right at 9:30, but it is in now.
Okay, so I got for a signature the part of it, but I don't think I got the actual plea bar. I have, hold on, let me see what I did get. I completed.
They were sent on two separate emails, but
Okay, I wonder if one is much more recent than the other.
they
I
were
have
both,
the plea agreement, but I need the other.
okay, the admonition page and everything.
Yeah.
I signed my end. Let me confer with my client and see if he submitted both of them.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want me to put them in a breakout room, Judge?
Yes, please.
Mr. Gilmore,
Yes.
have you and your client completed the paperwork?
Yes, all paperwork's done. He's just filling out the personal data sheet. I instructed him to alert the deputy once that's completed, so the deputy can give it to the clerk so he can be sworn, and then it can be sent over to, handed over to you.
Okay, they're gonna end up scanning it to Judge Her.
Okay.
What's happening with Robbie's plea? Robbie Ward. Do you know where your paperwork is, Robbie?
It should be there. Everything's been signed and sent in.
Robbie, were you able to notice if it was sent to Judge Her after your client signed it?
I don't have any idea where it went after that. Cause
Okay.
we signed it,
In a DocuSign.
Adobe
Adobe
like
sign.
how long ago though?
It was, I'll tell you.
Like on the 22nd or something, close to that, 25th.
All right, I'll just wait and ask Ms. Pollard if she knows where it's at.
June 23rd.
Okay. Toma. Has he finished signing that last page?
Huh?
Has Mr. Sistos finished filling out that data sheet?
No, he's still filling out that questionnaire thing.
Thank you.
As soon as he's done, I'll take it to your office.
Thank you.
I went through my emails. I don't see anything sent to me on Vidalia. I thought the name sounded familiar, but it was it was Avila, so that's not. So I don't know where Robbie's paperwork is.
Judge Attorney Joe Stenberg is logged on now, page 1.
Okay.
Miranda Reyes.
All right, Mr. Stenberg, what are we going to do with Miranda Reyes today? Is your client did answer when I called the docket? Okay.
She's online. I guess I'll talk to a prosecutor.
Okay. We'll put you in line for a breakout room with Miss Reed.
He'll be next, Judge. She's still conferring with Mr. Behrens.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge?
Yes?
Page number 2, I still have him in the courtroom, Jonathan Cochran. He's
What was the last? John. Oh, okay.
On page 2.
Yeah, we haven't heard from the attorney yet, have we?
No.
No, ma'am. I'm going to call him.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I just got the plea paperwork on Duran, so let me sign that. Patty, who's going to know where that other paperwork on Mr. Vidala is for that plea? Who do we?
I'm going to ask Linda if she has it, because sometimes if Judge Longoria would signed it or Judge Canales signed it, it gets forwarded, all of it gets forwarded to the clerk. So I'm going to ask her if she's got it and if she can scan it to you.
Okay.
I'll be right back, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge, I'm back. If I could get a breakout room with Mr. Lopez, let's discuss the offer with him.
Okay. Patty left. When she gets back, I'll tell her.
I'll go ahead and do that, Judge. I had Linda on the phone. I'll go ahead and put Mr. Behrens with his client.
Okay, thank you.
Jesus Lopez.
Yes.
Okay, it'll be breakout room 5.
Jesus, you should get a prompt to go into a breakout room. Guess he went.
Good grief.
Judge,
Yes.
Linda's gonna look for those documents and she's gonna scan them to you on Vidala,
Okay.
the plea paperwork.
Okay.
May I go ahead and place Mr. Stenberg in a breakout room with Miss Reed?
Yes, please. Okay, I just signed the plea paperwork on Jesse Duran, so I'll just be waiting for it to come back to me.
And signed it on the 30th. Your Honor, on the Vidala paperwork,
Yes.
Linda says that Judge Longoria signed the plea paperwork. Do you want us to send it to you and you'll just sign off today's date for?
You mean, so he has signed all the plea paperwork and
No, wait.
what did we do yesterday? I think, didn't we just do a new set or something? What did we do yesterday when that happened?
Yeah, there was a new set. That's why this was the recall for Michael Zamora's plea on Duran.
Right, because of that same issue?
Or there was something wrong with the plea bargain that needed to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Sistos?
Yeah.
And,
Well, I mean,
Lin-
do you just want me to, like, scratch out Judge Longoria's name and sign my name? Or, I mean, that seems not that great of an idea.
if you don't feel comfortable with it, Judge, you can ask Miss Reed when she gets back, when she returns right now, if she can resend it. But I have Sistos, everything signed by him, so Linda can scan it to you.
Okay.
The attorney Steve Gilmore on it. It's Judge Longoria, Judge. One moment, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, Judge.
Mhm.
So Ms.
Okay.
Reed is back. Did you want to ask her about the
Yes.
resubmitting the paperwork? Catherine?
Okay.
Yes.
So we're supposed to be doing a plea this morning on James Vidalia. Robbie Ward's the attorney. I guess that paperwork was done way in advance. Anyway, so Judge Longoria has already signed off on it and everything. So I mean, can we redo it so that I can be the one?
Yeah.
signing it?
Sure. I'm finishing up the paperwork. I just got the client's email for Jesus Lajano. So I need to finish up that paperwork. And then you said it was Robbie Ward?
Yeah. I heard
James
that.
Vidala, yeah.
Dollar
Okay, if you
something.
could
Yeah.
just chat me his email, and then I can get that paperwork done right after I finish this one.
Catherine.
Yes. Yes.
It's not on Jesus Lujano. That's Cornelius Cox, the attorney on
Right.
that.
I did have that one was set for a plea today as well.
Okay, but you've been conferring with Mr. Cox?
No, I haven't talked to him. He emailed me this morning. He
Okay.
gave me his client's email to finish that paperwork.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Robbie. Do you want to hang out? Do you want to do it tomorrow morning? What do you want to do on your client's plea?
Let me just see what he's got going. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah, I am, right, Patty? Is there a docket tomorrow? Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
Judge.
You are? Okay. I don't want to say yes, so there were, woo. Let me check. I just need to see what his schedule is.
Okay. The only thing I'm waiting on the Duran plea is I have signed it and everything, but usually I get the completed version so that we can do the plea, and that's taking a while to get to me.
It's probably because Linda hasn't opened that one yet, since I've been asking her to do other stuff, but I'll call her right now and let her know that she needs to open that one and
Okay.
Sign it, and then it'll go back to you.
Okay, super.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we're going to go ahead and wait to do it today. He has a huge presentation tomorrow at 9. So.
Okay. All right. We'll get it done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Adam, what are you here on?
Good morning, Your Honor. Apologies for being tardy. I had a couple of other Zooms. I've got a bronze grant. He has 3 cases on your docket, but he also has a felony pending that arose from the same transaction that's still in a NITMAG setting.
Okay. And are you on those felony case? Are you on the felony case as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And he should be on, hopefully in the waiting room.
He did answer.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh, he's on the iPhone. Got it.
How you doing?
So your request is?
My request is to reset this for felony pending 60, 90 days.
Okay. We're doing 60 days out right now.
Okay, that'll be
that good?
great, Your Honor. Yeah.
I think that, what did you say, September 16th, Patty?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
So 9/16, Your Honor, are we anticipating it'll still be by Zoom? Do we know?
I think it might, is that in person then?
In person.
In person. Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, may Mr. Grant and I be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
You too.
Bronze, I'll call you in a minute.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Howdy, this is Joe Stenberg, and we have the same situation, felony pending. Could we have a reset for same 60 days in person? And
Are you on the case, Mr. Stenberg? Are you on the felony case?
Can you ask
I don't
Linda?
think so.
And do you know whether those have not been indicted, right?
Not been indicted.
And do you know whether the misdemeanor is arising out of the same incident?
Well, she did pick up 2 misdemeanors on that day. And anyway, so
All right. Well, let's do a 60-day reset.
yes, ma'am.
But could you please find out if you're going to be, or if you know, if you're, who is handling the, because then you'll have to do some coordinating with whoever. If it's
I'll look that up right now, Judge, if you want me to find out
Yes.
who the attorney is on the felony.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Judge. We're back.
Okay, give me just a minute, Bob.
Oh, no
Hold on.
problem.
Patty, I could look that up.
That's okay. I'm there. Hang on.
You're so nice.
It says she does not have an attorney on 620-713
Okay.
620-713. Okay.
Night Mag. And on Night Mag 620-714, no attorney listed.
All right.
Okay.
Thank
All right. All right. You're welcome.
May we be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a good day.
So did we give him September 16th, Judge?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Joe.
Okay, Bob, where are we?
Judge, my client going to accept the offer. Just trying to figure out, do you want to do that today, or do we want to do that at a later time?
Well, it'd be lovely if we could do it today. I just know everybody's pressed for time. We just have one DA, so I'm gonna let her weigh in on that.
Okay.
Judge, I mean, I'm here all day, so it's just a matter of I got to get the paperwork done. But if they want to wait around, then we can get it done.
Okay, do you want to wait around, or do you want to try to, is tomorrow a big day, Patty, or?
It wasn't, Judge, but you did add on several. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cases already added on from throughout the week, but we
what
can
do you
add on
want?
another one.
Okay, Bob, do you want to wait, or do you want to put it on tomorrow's docket?
Jesus, would you rather try to get this done this morning or tomorrow?
Whichever is best for you.
Okay, well then let's do it now. Let's
okay.
try to get it done today.
Yeah, because I do have a few other hearings tomorrow morning anyway.
Okay, Bob, if you could send me your client's
Yes.
email address, I'll add it to my list of paperwork to do.
Okay. I'm about to do that.
Judge, if you could check on the system, the clerk already signed it, and it's Katie on Duran.
Let's see. Yes, okay, so we can get Duran done. Is everybody here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll have to pull the state out of the breakout room.
Okay,
I'm here, Judge.
Okay. Let me open this plea agreement and we'll get going.
Just chatted you that email, Catherine.
Okay, awesome. I got it. Thank you.
Your Honor, you should have also received the paperwork on Sistos.
Okay, I don't think I saw that, but I'll look for it. Let's go ahead and get started on Duran. If everyone's ready, I will take up cause number 640982, the state of Texas versus Jesse Duran. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Yeah, Catherine Pollard for the state.
Michael Zamora for Mr. Duran.
Thank you. And Mr. Duran, can you hear us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. All right. I'm just going to get on the record that I'm looking at right now the state's consent to video conference, which is means they don't object us doing this via Zoom. And then there's also a discovery acknowledgement, counsel, so you're satisfied that the state has turned over the discovery?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and then there is the defendant's consent to video conference. So, Mr. Duran, you have no objection to proceeding via Zoom, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay, very good. And counsel, you had no objection either, is that correct?
That's also correct.
All right, very good. All right, so Mr. Duran, you stand charged by way of information with the offense of driving while intoxicated. That offense is a Class B misdemeanor, so the range of punishment is up to a $2,000 fine and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses. And you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that, yes?
Sorry, I apologize.
All right.
Trying to get these phones to stop ringing. Okay. Sorry about that.
All right. It just makes it hard for the court reporter to get the record, so that's why we really can't just talk over it.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses. And you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
They're contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes.
And did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand them?
Yes.
And did you sign the paperwork?
Yes, I did.
All right. Did you understand that by signing there that you were waiving the rights that I've just gone over with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page, and it indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to understand, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, there were not, Your Honor.
All right, so that means that if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Estate, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are, please?
Yes, Judge. The agreement in this case is a $500 fine plus court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock for half the term.
All right. Counsel, was that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Duran, is that what your understanding of the plea agreement was?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Since you're applying for deferred adjudication, there are a couple of things that you need to understand about deferred. First of all, if the court grants it, then you're placed on community supervision without being found guilty of the offense. If you comply with all the conditions of your deferred and you don't pick up any new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, then at the end of the supervisory period, you would not show a conviction for the offense. So that is the benefit of deferred. The downside of deferred adjudication is that if the court grants it, but then you fail to comply with your conditions, or if you commit new offenses while you're on deferred adjudication, at that point, the state could file a motion to enter an adjudication of guilt. You would be brought back to court. You would be entitled to a hearing. And if the court were to find that you had violated your conditions or that you had committed new offenses while you were on deferred, the court could at that time enter a finding of guilt on this case, and you would then become subject to the full range of punishment. Since it's a Class B misdemeanor, you could receive up to 6 months, up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine. Do you understand how that works?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding that, then do you still wish to apply for deferred adjudication?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Also, if you were not a citizen of the United States, by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
He has.
And in your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
Yes, he does.
And in your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and to enter a plea at this time?
In my opinion, yes.
All right. In that case, Mr. Duran, to the charge of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead?
I do plead guilty, Your Honor.
Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your plea of guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason?
Yes.
I'll accept the plea of guilty. Based on your plea of guilty, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient. I'm going to enter, and I'm not going to make any other findings at this time. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
I will follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a $500 fine plus court costs. I'm going to place you on 12 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, the DWI education program, the live victim impact panel. I want you to get a TAP evaluation and follow their recommendations, and ignition interlock for half the term. Is there anything further from either side?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Nothing further from the defense.
Okay, very well. Have a good
Judge?
day. Yes.
Thank you.
Excuse me, were you gonna assess a supervisory fee?
Yes. What is the standard supervisory fee for this?
$29.
Okay. $29 supervisory fee. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Be excused, Your Honor.
Yes, you may. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
You also, Mr. Dunn.
Patty,
Thank you.
I'm sorry,
Thank
Patty,
you, Your
can
Honor.
I
You're
go
welcome.
to the breakout room with him?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay, Bob, what were you saying? Nothing? Okay.
Yeah, I was muted.
Okay.
don't-
I didn't know if you had
You're-
something.
Your Honor, I think he left,
Who?
Mr. Duran.
Oh,
Hey, can you get him to get back on? He needs to talk to probation.
And
Is he
Mr.
attorney?
Mr. Zamora is gone too.
Okay, can you call him real quick before they
Yes.
disappear?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Um,
I got a hold of Attorney Zamora, Michael Zamora, and he's gonna call his client to log back on, Judge.
Okay, great. Thank you, Patty.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm looking at the plea agreement on that Joe Sistos case. But is this the one? Let me look at the other plea agreement. Where it had already been, it's not in a format for me to sign or anything. It's, hold on.
No, those are the documents that Linda scanned to you, Judge, so you
Okay.
can sign them because the defendant's here in the courtroom and he didn't have access to a computer to do a Adobe sign.
Okay. So you're needing me to print them, sign them, and scan them back?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mr. Duran is back, Judge. I'm gonna go ahead and place him and Miss Luna in the breakout.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge, I need to take a 5-minute leave of absence to walk my dog, if that's all right.
That's perfectly fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I have attorney James Mayrat logging on.
Okay.
He's been in family court.
Oh, good. Hi. I'm here on a Mr. Cockrum, and I think we can get this done. I think we've at least bank out the plea docs and see maybe get some traction on this one. So I think we have an offer, and I think we're going to agree to it. I just want to double check with the client, and then we can maybe bang out the plea docs and maybe get it entered today or tomorrow or something like that.
It's on page 2, Judge.
Okay.
Third from the bottom, page 2, the defendant's in the courtroom.
Okay. So who do you need to be in a breakout room with then?
I'll see Mr. Cockrum very quickly.
Okay.
And then afterwards with the ADA who's on this one, I had talked to Mr. Edelman. He doesn't seem to be here today. Not there? No? Okay, it's another one. All right. All right,
Okay.
I'll see Mr. Jeremy there. He's standing up in the courtroom, and I'll talk to him momentarily.
Okay. So we put him in a breakout room with his client, Patty?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
And then Judge or Patty, who was it that just hopped in and was going to talk to their client really quick and then wanted plea paperwork as well?
James Mayrat's the attorney. Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Page 2, 649150.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. As soon as I
Jonathan
can
Coffey.
get that defendant's email, I'll send that paperwork also.
Yes, instead I was disconnected from my breakout room. Is there any way I can go back in? In just a moment, ma'am. Yes, all of these are going to be in the same breakout room with Ms. Cleveland. Jared Lee Owen.
Okay. DA. DA. Okay, I need to talk to the DA and just communicate. We have an agreed plea bargain, and so need to get to prepare them the plea paperwork.
Could you just send me your email and your client's email in the chat and I can send it to you?
Okay, so make sure we're all on the same email thread, right? So then you can say, okay, yeah, it was Mr. Edelman's offer to my client. And what is your email?
My email is going to be Catherine, KATHRYN .reed, REED @bear.org.
e.reed@bexer.org. KATHERINE.REED @bear.org.
No, it's KATHRYN.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. Now it's predictive. Thank you.
Your Honor, can someone send me back to that breakout room? I was talking with his lawyer. And what was the lawyer's name? Regina Scrivener Tibbs, I believe. Yes.
Okay. And I'll do that. And, oh, by chance, are you related to Susan Reed or Bonnie Reed or? just
I am
one of them?
not, no,
No. Oh,
no
okay.
relation.
Do you get that question here? I don't know. Okay.
It's come up a few times.
I'll send you the email quickly with all the info you need.
Lazu Chavita. Are you supposed to be on today's docket? County Court 5?
Yes, I just called the building and they put me in this Zoom call.
Okay. When were you supposed to be in court?
Today, 10 a.m.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I not on your docket?
10 a.m.?
Right? The time course usually starts on Zoom.
9. If you can, on chat, can you give me your case number or SIT number? I'm going to send you a message right now.
Chat. Okay, here we go.
And Charles Henderson?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Were you supposed to also be on today's docket?
Yes, ma'am, but I don't know what time for because I have just recently, just today, got this.
Oh, you were the one that was in the courtroom.
No, ma'am.
Right. Cornelius Cox's client?
Yes, ma'am. I'm with Cornelius Cox.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, I'll look you up and then I'll check that, Mr. Chavita.
Thank you.
You're in the wrong court. It's County Court 8.
He's not in here, Patty. He's not in the courtroom.
No, Lazu Chavita?
Yes, ma'am. Lazarus. Does it say Lazu? I need to change that.
It says Lazu. You belong in County Court 8.
Ooh.
You need to
Okay.
call them and get their link. County Court 8.
Oh, okay. Well, I was given this link, so I'll try to call him again. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Somebody just logged on.
Hello?
What is your name?
Jimenez, Cesar Jimenez Moreno.
Do you speak English or Spanish?
Español.
Tu abogado es José Rocha.
Sí, 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 así es.
¿Y él va a venir ahorita también?
Sí, sí, lo que pasa es que yo estoy batallando para el Zoom.
Sí, un
Y él
momentito.
anda.
Un momentito.
Sí.
Judge, on page 2, that's Cesar Moreno Jimenez logged on, Spanish speaker.
Okay, all righty.
And he said he was having trouble with Zoom.
Okay. Is his attorney around?
He said he's going to join us momentarily.
Okay. All right.
Señor Moreno Jiménez.
Sí, dígame.
Ponga su micrófono en mudo hasta que llegue su abogado, ¿ok?
Sí, porque me dijeron que ando de audiencia en audiencia.
Bueno.
Sí, yo aquí lo mantengo.
Bueno, muchas gracias.
No, gracias a usted, muy amable.
So he said, Judge, that attorney Jose Rocha is in other Zoom hearings and he'll be joining us soon.
Okay. Okay, Patty, I've signed all the stuff on Sistos and sent it back to Linda.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I show Cornelius Cox logged on now.
Okay.
regarding page 1, Jesus Lujano, and page 2, Charles Henderson.
Morning. Patty, I have
Morning.
a question. Morning. I filled out some of the paperwork on Lejano, but I think it won't let me complete the part with I put in on the probation, the what's that page called? The background stuff on the probation, the
Personal data sheet?
yeah, the data sheet. Because I'm not supposed to fill that out. I mean, it's
No, you're not.
but it won't let me send it.
Let me double check on it really quick.
Okay.
And what are we doing on Henderson, Cornelius?
I need some more time, Judge. I need to reset that and finish the discovery process.
Okay. We're doing 60-day resets right now.
That'll be fine, Judge.
So your date would be September 16th.
September 16th. All right, thank you, Judge. And how you been, Judge? Okay?
I've been good. How are you
I just
doing?
left Judy Land and saw your daughter. She's becoming quite a jurist.
Yes, she is. She's working hard.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
All right. So, I always tell her, you know, I don't see you much, but been all kinds of things happening in the interim.
There are a lot of things. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whenever I see you in person again,
I know.
we got a lot to talk about.
A lot of catching up.
From scaling the walls and everything else.
All that.
But anyway.
Yes. Okay, so you just have paperwork issues on
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, we'll see if they can figure that all
Yes,
out.
ma'am.
Hopefully we can get that done then.
Okay.
All right.
I'll go back to it and look at it again to make sure I didn't leave anything out, but they won't let me send it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know that has happened to me before too, where it wants me to fill out all kinds of stuff that I don't want to fill out, you know.
Correct.
So, but okay, so hopefully
right.
that can figure it out.
Thank
Good
you,
to see
Judge.
you on this. Well,
So, Judge,
yes,
may his client, Charles Henderson, be excused?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
All righty, thank you.
Do you know if Linda received the paperwork on Sistos? And if we can proceed on that or no?
That's the one she had scanned to you, Judge?
Yes.
Because you already signed it?
Yes, and sent
Okay.
it back. Yes.
All right, let me check.
Okay.
It looks like for Lujano on the plea paperwork, everything is as it should be. All the signers are assigned to the right spots, so I'm not sure why it's not letting him sign it.
All right. Can you still hear me or no?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in. I'm trying to get back into it and I'm gonna look over and see if I can send.
Okay.
I'll try it again.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes,
Linda said she received it on Sistos.
okay. So we could go forward with it then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, before I do that, on that James Vadala, I have a plea agreement here. Can someone tell me, inform me if he's a US citizen or not?
Robbie? Miss Ward?
Yes, he is.
Thank you.
The previous paperwork, Judge, we had sent in, it had he was entering a plea of no contest. I realize on the new paperwork, it says guilty, but he's gonna plead no contest.
Okay. So I have the plea agreement paperwork on him, but I don't the other set on Mr. Vidala. Is Catherine conferring right now?
Here, Judge.
Oh, do you know if I should have received? So on that Vidala, I have the plea agreement, but not the plea bargain, the paperwork.
Okay,
Should
let
I?
me see where it is.
Okay, thank you.
The plea agreement, yes, you have signed.
Mhm.
The plea paperwork is still waiting for the clerk.
Oh, okay.
So once the clerk does their part, that one will come to you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm calling her, Judge.
Sorry?
I'm calling her, Judge.
Okay, thanks. All right, is everyone ready to proceed on the Joe Sistos plea?
Ready, Judge.
Okay. Catherine, are you good?
Yes, Judge, we can do that one.
And Mr. Sistos, can you hear the proceedings?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Let me go through a few documents first before we, I have the defendant's consent to video conference, so you don't have any objection to us proceeding with this on Zoom, is that correct?
No objections, Judge.
All right. Also, the discovery acknowledgement, counsel, you're satisfied that you've received discovery.
I am, Your Honor.
All right. And then there's also the state's consent to video conference. State, you had no objection to proceeding this way. Is that correct?
No objection from the state judge.
Okay. And then before we get too far in, can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record?
Catherine Pollard for the state.
Stephen Gilmore for defendant.
Thank you. And then Mr. Sistos, in cause number 658080, you stand charged by way of information with the offense of driving while intoxicated with the blood alcohol concentration of 0.15 or higher. Do you understand that that's what you were charged with?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. It appears that you're entering a plea today just to the DWI first. Is that your understanding of what you're doing?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The range of punishment in that case is up to a $2,000 fine and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses, and you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
They are contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes.
And did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you in fact sign them?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that when you signed them, that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I just went over with you?
Yes.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page. It indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so that means if I follow the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. State, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are, please?
Yes, Judge. The agreement is a $500 fine plus court costs, 180 days Bexar County Jail probated over 12 months, 48 hours of community service, the DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock for half the term.
All right, thank you. Counsel, is that your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Sistos, was that your understanding of the? Mr. Sistos?
You broke out a little bit, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that your understanding of the plea agreement also?
Yes. I finished one panel, so I got one more to go.
We'll get there. We'll get there, Joe.
Okay.
Just hang tight.
Yes.
All
sir.
right, but as far as the terms of the plea agreement, that's what your understanding was of the agreement?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. If you were not a citizen of the United States, by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
He has, Your Honor.
And in your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
He does, Your Honor.
And in your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and this time?
Judge, I do believe he's mentally competent. He did inform me that he has a prior commitment to Laurel Ridge, but that resulted in no mental health diagnosis, and I have no reason to believe that he is not competent now.
All right. He's been able to discuss the case with you and assist you in his defense. Is that correct?
He has, Your Honor.
All right. And also just for the record, in conversing right now with Mr. Sistos, all his responses have been perfectly fine. It's obvious that he understands the proceedings here today. All right. So in that case, Mr. Sistos, to the charge of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead?
I'm guilty, ma'am.
All right. Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your plea of guilty?
No,
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
no, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason?
Yes, ma'am, I'm guilty.
All right, then I'll accept the plea of guilty. And based on your plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient and I'm going to enter a finding of guilt. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Defense is ready, Judge.
All right. I will follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a $500 fine plus court costs, 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. That will be probated for 2 months. 12 months, 48 hours of community service, the DWI education program, a victim impact panel, submit to a TAP evaluation and follow their recommendations, and ignition interlock for half the term.
What's the tap?
It's an evaluation to see if you need any kind of substance abuse treatment.
Oh, okay.
Judge, I did have one thing to add to sentencing.
Okay.
The state was open on the fine. And the reason Ms. Morgan and I had discussed the state going open on the fine is because this will result in the conviction. He may be subject to the DWI superfine assessed at around $3,000. And so Ms. Morgan was open to probating most or all of the fine.
All right, I'll probate the fine for as long as he's complying with his conditions of probation. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Do I need to assess supervisory fees on this too, Patty? I imagine.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so they're at $29. Okay. Anything else from either side?
Nothing
And-
further from defense?
Okay. And did your client have another concern about anything? Something about a panel?
Oh, he'll explain that to probation. He didn't bring the certificate with him. So I don't have anything to put on the record, but he'll explain to probation that he did complete the victim impact panel and we'll turn it into them.
Okay, very good. All right.
All right. Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Patty, can you just put me in the room?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, I was able to speak to Linda before you started the plea.
Uh-huh.
And she said she signed the paperwork on the dollar.
Yes. Okay. I have something in front of me right now. I think it's the rest of the paperwork on Vidala.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I just signed the plea paperwork, so I just needed to, for it to get back to me, and then we can do that one.
On which one, Judge?
Vidala.
Okay, I'll call Linda on it.
Thank you.
She's signing it now, Judge.
Okay, great. Thanks. Okay, there it is. All right, is everybody ready to proceed on James Vidala?
Judge, the state's ready.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And Mr. Vidala, can you hear the proceedings?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's take up cause number 647742, the state of Texas versus James Vidala. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Yes, Judge. Catherine Pollard for the state.
Robbie Ward for Mr. Vidala.
Thank you. Mr. Vidala, I'm going to just quickly for the record note that there is on file the state's consent to video conference, which means they have no objection to proceeding on Zoom. Is that correct, Ms. Reed?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Also, there's a discovery acknowledgement. And so, counsel, you've received all the discovery that you needed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then there is the defendant's consent to video conference, which means there's no objection from either the defendant or defense counsel to proceeding on video conference. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Mr. Vidala, in cause number 647742, you stand charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated. That offense is, well, the range of punishment for a DWI first is up to a $2,000 fine and up to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses, and you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
I do.
They're contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you? I didn't hear you.
Yes.
All right. And did she explain your rights to you?
Yes, she did.
And did you understand them?
I did.
And did you sign the paperwork?
I did.
Did you understand that when you signed the paperwork that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I've just gone over with you?
Yes, I did.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, it is.
All right, then I'll approve the waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page, and it indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so that means that if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
I do understand.
All right. State, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are, please?
Yes, Judge. The agreement in this case is a $500 fine plus court costs, 180 days Bear County Jail probated over 14 months, 56 community service hours, the DWI intervention, victim impact panel live, TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock for half the term.
All right, counsel, was that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. He has completed the victim impact panel. He'll bring that and give it to probation.
Okay.
Is
Yes.
there any kind of, does Judge Longoria have any procedures as far as buying out community service hours? Do you know?
Oh, let's talk about that in just a second so I don't lose my train of thought on this plea thing. Give me a second. Mr. Vidala, is that your understanding of the plea agreement?
Yes, it is.
All right. If you were not a citizen of the United States by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you?
Yes, they have.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
Yes, he has, Your Honor.
And in your opinion, does he have a factual as well as rational understanding of the charge and the proceedings against him?
Yes, he does, Judge.
And in your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and to enter a plea at this time?
He is mentally competent, yes, Your Honor.
All right. In that case, Mr. Vidala, to the charge of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead?
No contest.
Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No, Judge.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to?
No, I haven't.
All right. Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes.
Then I'll accept the no contest plea. And I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient and enter a finding of guilt in this case. There was no application for deferred adjudication. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a $500 fine plus court costs, 180 days in the Bear County Jail. That will be probated for 14 months. 56, and I'm going to have to ask about your community service question because I'm not sure, Robbie. 56 hours of community service, the DWI intervention program. I'm ordering the victim impact panel, but of course, if you've completed it and you provide probation, then that will be satisfied. A TAP evaluation with you complying with their recommendations and ignition interlock for half the term. Patty, are you there?
Yes, Judge.
Do you know if Judge Longoria allows defendants to pay in lieu of community service?
He does, Your Honor, at a rate of whatever their salary, their wages are.
Uh-huh.
And donation to, he's got 2 organizations.
Okay. All right, then is that something that probation can talk to him about as far as designating an agency to receive the monies, or? I mean,
Yes, Your Honor, it's either the San Antonio Food Bank or the Gabriel Project.
Okay. All right. I mean, either one of those is fine with me. So just have him talk to probation about it since apparently it's allowed. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is there anything further?
Just on On misdemeanor probation, are they restricted to Bear County only?
Have him talk to his probation officer about that, please. I know that if they, it may start that way, but if they have a need to travel, then they submit a request. That's my general understanding of how that works.
I filed
But
a
he can-
motion for him to travel earlier this week, but I guess just wait until Judge Longoria is back. He's got some
I
work.
haven't seen it. Yeah, that hasn't been presented to me for my signature, but that would be the way to handle it if he needs to travel, is to submit a request.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Judge, may I go ahead and place them in a breakout room with Miss Luna?
Sure.
And I don't know why Deputy Castillo keeps calling me. Can you ask her what she needs?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Deputy Castillo?
Judge,
Yes?
is the client here, Paquin, he already has the DA sent him the paperwork, but he's looking for.
I'm sorry, you're cutting in and out. You're cutting in and out, so I couldn't hear you.
The client that we have in here for Mayrat.
Yes.
He's asking for the attorney so he can do the paperwork,
Right.
so he can't get a hold of his attorney.
Oh, I just saw him not too long ago on a screen. So he needs to get hold of his attorney in order to get the paperwork done. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but he's got it on
Oh,
his phone, the paperwork, but he doesn't know what he needs to do.
Okay. Let's see if we can get hold of the attorney. Okay.
Thank you.
Patty, did you hear that?
Yes, Judge, I believe he was having computer issues and he was gonna log back on momentarily.
Okay.
Because he's already done that like 3 times during this plea that you just took.
Okay. Deputy, did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, so he's making an attempt to log on right now, okay?
Thank you.
We'll put him in a breakout as soon as we can. Is there anything else ready to do by any chance? Oh, there's Jesus Lopez. Let me have a look. Nice. Let's see. Is this your client, Bob?
Jesus Lopez, Judge?
Yeah, is that yours?
That's mine. Yep.
Okay, do you know, is he a citizen?
Yes, I believe he is. Are you a citizen, Mr. Lopez?
Yes, sir. And yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Judge, I spoke to Linda on Jesus Ramon Lopez.
Yes.
She has signed the paperwork.
I just signed the plea agreement. I want to see if here's the plea paperwork. Okay, so I've signed one. I'm about to sign the other.
Patty, Patty, could you tell me whether all my paperwork went through?
Ms. Pollard? Catherine?
Yes, I can check where it is.
Because I may need to go in a breakout room with my guy to make sure he, well, if I went to breakout room, will I be able to see the paperwork side by side or no?
Which was yours again?
Lojano.
Okay,
Lujano, I'm sorry. If part of my Spanish is not muy bueno.
yes, so the plea agreement, the plea paperwork, and the obstruction packet are all waiting for his signature.
All right. If there's any way I can.
Patty, can he get in a breakout room with his client?
Yes, Judge. I'll place him in breakout room 1.
And allow me to see the
How does
screen.
it work for them to see the paperwork? Can they both see it?
Well, I have it designated for multiple people to share the screen, so he can share his screen and the client will be able to see it.
Okay.
So I can share my screen?
Yes, sir.
But he'll be able to sign it too or no?
No.
Okay. Then I'll come out and then just let him sign it.
All right.
That'll work.
Okay.
All right, so I just signed the Jesus Lopez plea paperwork. So once that comes back, we can do it.
Judge, do you need me to call Linda to sign it again or route it back to you?
Yes, because right now all I have is, I only have one part of it that's complete.
Okay.
Mhm.
She signed it, Judge.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Perfect. All right, is everybody present to proceed with Jesus Lopez?
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. The court will take up cause number 655779, the state of Texas versus Jesus Lopez. Can I have the attorneys identify themselves for the record, please?
Catherine Pollard for the state.
Robert Barons for Mr. Lopez.
Thank you. All right, just for the record, I want to note that before me, I have both the state's consent to video conference as well as the defense's consent to video conference. So, and Mr. Lopez, you don't have any objection to proceeding video conference, do you?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. Also, there is a discovery acknowledgement that the parties have signed off to. So counsel, you've received the discovery that you requested.
Yes, Judge.
All right, very well. Mr. Lopez, you stand charged by way of information with the offense of driving while intoxicated. The range of punishment for that offense is up $1,000 fine and up to 180 days in the Bear County Jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You have several rights. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to require the state to bring their witnesses in and prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have your attorney cross-examine those witnesses, and you have the right against self-incrimination, which means that no one can force you to testify against yourself. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
They're contained in the court's admonishments. Did your attorney go over the paperwork with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did he explain your rights to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then did you actually, you signed the paperwork, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that when you signed the paperwork that the effect of your signature was that you were giving up the rights that I just went over with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then I'll approve this waiver and order it entered into the record of the cause. Attached to the court's admonishments is the plea bargain page, and it indicates that you have entered into a plea agreement with the state. I need you to know, first of all, that the court does not have to follow the agreement, but if the court chooses not to, then you can withdraw your plea, start all over, and nothing that you've done so far can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, if the court does follow the agreement, then you will not have the right to appeal, except for any pretrial matters that have been ruled on by the court. And counsel, were there any rulings on any pretrial motions?
There were not, Judge.
All right, so that means if the court follows the agreement, you will not have the right to appeal unless the court gives permission, but generally the court will not give permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, would you mind setting out what the terms of the plea agreement are?
Yes, Judge. On this one, the agreement is a $500 fine plus court costs, 180 days Bear County Jail probated over 14 months, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, 48 hours community service, and ignition interlock for half the term.
All right. Counsel, was that your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
And Mr. Lopez, was that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If you were not a citizen of the United States by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, it could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Have those immigration consequences been explained to you by your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to consult with you and assist you in his defense?
He has, I believe he's competent to enter his plea.
All right, very well. In that case, Mr. Lopez, to the charge of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
No contest.
All right. Are you pleading no contest, Mr. Lopez?
Yes.
All right. Have you been promised anything other than the terms of the plea agreement to get you to enter your no contest plea?
No, Your Honor.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to get you to enter your plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading no contest because after conferring with your attorney, you've decided that it's in your best interest to do so?
Yes.
Then I'll accept the no contest plea. Based on your plea, I'm going to find that the evidence is sufficient in this case, and I'm going to enter a finding of guilt. Are both sides ready to proceed to sentencing?
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
I'm going to follow the plea agreement that you've entered into with the state and assess punishment at a $500 fine plus court costs, 180 days in the Bear County Jail that will be probated for 14 months. The DWI education program, the victim impact panel, a TAP evaluation, and you are to follow the recommendations, 48 hours of community service, and ignition interlock for half the term, a 29 supervisory fee. Is there anything further from either side?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
All right, very well. Mr. Lopez, I believe you'll have to stay for a minute to talk to the probation officer before you're released. And counsel, you're released.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
Your Honor, James Mayrot is back. May I go ahead and place him in a breakout with his client that's in the courtroom?
Yes, please.
Yeah, he has all the paperwork he needs on his end to sign. So
Deputy Castillo? Didn't you say he needed to talk to him?
Your client wants to talk to you about the paperwork. So we're going to put you in a breakout.
okay.
I just didn't know if I had to sign it with him or, okay.
Yeah, you should sign it with me. Okay, let's just put us in breakout room. Oh, just hold on.
It's Patty.
Yes, sir.
When you get a chance, I got my client in the breakout room, but
Right.
he looks in his inbox and he doesn't see the paperwork. I don't know what to tell him.
Catherine, I don't know if y'all got the wrong email address.
Can you tell me his email address again? Because they sent